This is Jody Watley. Welcome to my new show here on The Groove on Sirius XM's Channel 50. You'll hear me once a month talking about music, fashion, life, culture, and playing lots of your favorite R&B classics. I'm with my awesome guest, Miss Deborah Cox. So speaking about The Bodyguard, and I know, you did also the duet with Whitney, and 80s music, was influential for you coming up.
Yes.
And so tell me a little bit about your love of that music. It could be a Whitney song because I'm going to lead up to asking you, what's one of your favorites. So just tell me about that music, and then having to sing some of those songs in The Bodyguard.
Yes, big influence. The 80s is my time, and then, it was, I think, a great time just in music, in the sense that there were so many Black artists that were doing different styles of soul music.
Yes.
Soul dance, soul R&B, soul rock, soul pop. It all just came from the soul, and it had its own vibe and energy. And yes, one of my favorites was Whitney Houston. She was, I think, the first artist to make it on Canadian radio. Which is very tough. Again, like, it was all rock and roll at the time. So when I heard her sing Saving All My Love for You and You Give Good Love, I was just like, wow, who is this woman? Like, what? Wow. I was just completely in awe. And so fast forward to being a part of the same stable and label that she was on, and to be under the same tutelage with Clive Davis and the team there. It was really, really a great experience, I mean, sure, there were moments where I would have liked to have done other things, or maybe done things a little differently artistically, but I think for the most part, it's because of that, the legacy of Arista Records, why I'm still here today, because of the records. Because at the time I felt like my songs were a lot older than I was. At the time I'm in my 20s, and I'm singing, some of the songs were ballads, and they kind of felt like, I wasn't really reaching. I wanted to dance, Like, I came up with on You and Janet, you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm in my 20s, I want to dance, you know what I mean? So, nobody's supposed to be here when it did, make some noise at radio. It was like, okay, I get it now. But now the song even has more meaning. So I say that to say that, at the end of the day, when you do timeless classic music, it will serve you. And that was the music of Whitney. Her music, served all of us, in the sense that it's still here. That legacy of music will always be timeless and classic. And it had a huge influence on me. And I was just honored to be able to sing with her, and to experience her as a person, as a human, and not the superstar side, but had those real kind of candid, personal conversations, as a friend, as a sister, much in the, like how we're talking right now, Jody, to be able to have that open door whenever I needed to talk about something, she was there. And
that's beautiful.
Yeah, it was a very special relationship that I'll only speak to a certain extent about, because the rest is very sacred,
Yeah, I get that. And some things I totally agree. It's like, hold it close to the vest and to the heart, because everything is not for everybody. So
that's right.
So now I want to ask you, what is a classic song from the 80s, like, that just puts you in a good mood? It could be any artist, male, female, a band, but it's just right off the top of your head, because we're going to play it right now. We're going to get Miss Deborah Cox in a great mood. She's in a great mood already, but
I'm in a great mood, Jody. Listen, just being on the Jody Watley show, let me tell you something. You said what song? I don't know if I could just do one song. Okay.
Give me a couple.
Okay,
We'll
I'm
do
gonna
a
give you
double
couple.
play.
We're gonna do double play. Okay, we have to do "Saving All My Love for You," Whitney Houston. That's just the song that just came to mind.
Okay.
And then we have to do "Real Love" by Miss Jody Watley, because that is a jam. That is a jam. And if you could play the 12-inch, if you could play the long version, even better.
All right, let's do it. Let's get into it.
Yes, let's do it.